This is the 2020 Math Kangaroo Level 7-8, problem number 27. Cleo builds a pyramid with metal spheres. The square base consists of 4x4 spheres as shown in the figure. The floors consist of 3x3 spheres, 2x2 spheres, and a final sphere at the top. At each point of contact between two spheres, a blob of glue is placed. How many blobs of glue will Cleo place? A, 72, B, 85, C, 88, D, 92, or E, 96. This is the problem as it originally appeared on the test, and here is where we'll be doing the solution. So to start, I've included an image of what Cleo's pyramid looks like. Again, we have a 4x4 base of spheres at the bottom, followed by a 3x3 layer on top, 2x2 layer on top of that, and then finally one single sphere on top. And what are we looking for? We want to find the number of blobs of glue Cleo places, and she places a blob of glue at each point of contact between two spheres. So what we really want to find is the number of contact points between two spheres. And we can split the number of contact points into two general groups. First, we're going to look at vertical contact points. These are the contact points that holds the various layers of the pyramid together. So starting with the number of contact points between the first layer, the single sphere, and the second layer, we can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 contact points. Now let's look at the number of contact points between the second and third layers. Well, for each sphere of the second layer, it's on top of 4 spheres below it. So we have 4 contact points per sphere, and we have 4 spheres in the second layer. Now let's look at the number of contact points between the third and fourth layers. Well, again, for each sphere of the third layer, it comes into contact with 4 spheres beneath it. So we have 4 contact points per sphere, and we have a total of 9 spheres in the third layer, right? 3 times 3. And so we have a total of 4 plus 16 plus 36, which is 56 vertical contact points. Next, we have horizontal contact points. These are the contact points that hold each layer together. So we'll be looking at those up here. Oops. Up here where I've drawn each layer. So obviously for the top layer, it's a single sphere, doesn't have any horizontal contact points. So let's look at the second layer. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 horizontal contact points. Now for the third layer, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 contact points. And we could keep counting, but that's not very efficient. So let's try to figure out a generalized formula when we have an n by n layer, how we can use that to find the number of horizontal contact points. Well, we notice for each column, we have n minus 1 contact points. N, again, it's an n by n layer. So we have n minus 1 contact points times n columns, right? In this case, n is 3. And then we need to multiply that number by 2 because you also have rows. So let's plug in 3 to our little formula to make sure that we get our expected value of 12. So if we plug in 3, we have 2 times 3 times 2, which is 12. And then if we want to check the 4, we can do that too. Plug in 2 for n. We'll have 1 times 2 times 2, which is in fact 4. So we can use this little formula we just created to find the number of contact points for the 4x4 layer, because that might be a little hard to count. So if we plug in 4 for n, we have 3 times 4 times 2, which is 24. So now in order to find the total number of horizontal contact points, we need to add 4, 12, 12, and 24 together. We'll get a sum of 40 horizontal contact points. So now our total number of contact points must be 40 plus 56, which is a total of 96, and that is answer choice E. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you would like to see more videos.